Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Sanford and I am a developer engagement lead at Microsoft. And this is Ben. Why don't you introduce yourself, Ben?
Hi everyone, I'm Benaldy, but people usually just call me Ben. I'm 20 years old in my final year studying financial mathematics at Curtin.
Oh, very cool, Ben. And we met because you have been doing the WA Data Science and Innovation Hub's Upskilling
Yeah,
Challenge, and you were the first one to complete your AI fundamentals and pass your exam.
yeah. I was very surprised when I heard I was the first one.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that asked for their exam voucher, but they hadn't finished their learning path yet. And
Right, yeah.
so, yeah, why don't you tell everyone your top tips for passing the exam?
So for the past few years, I've been using flashcards to study and memorize content. So with my university studies and also my personal language learning studies, I've always used flashcards just to memorize things. Uh, I remember reading that there were many studies and articles showing the use of flashcards being the most effective way of retaining information in the long term. So I made sure to use that for this exam as well. So there's a software called Anki, which is a spaced repetition flashcard software, which I recommend people to use while preparing for this exam and any other exams they have, just for retaining information in the long term. Uh, Aside from that, I made sure to watch recap videos. I'm sure you've made some recap videos available on your channel.
Mhm.
There were also other videos available, and I also made sure to do practice questions before the exam to just solidify my knowledge and see what I get wrong so I can improve on that.
Oh, well, that's a very, very comprehensive set of tips. um, I always say for the fundamentals, you do not have to, you don't really have to do all of the labs. You could just, the knowledge is enough from just following the learning path. Did you do
Yeah.
the labs as well? Or
Uh, do you mean the the things they tell you to follow on with it, or
yeah, well, in the learning path, they've got things where you can actually go in and build and do, and
yeah?
like spin
Yeah,
up some posters, stuff like that. You don't have to do it, I think, in order to pass this exam. But yeah, I'm always curious
yeah, I
whether
was
people
yeah, I
do
was
that.
doing that.
Yeah, and you think that helped you retain that knowledge in your brain?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think that definitely helped, and it helped you apply the knowledge you learn as well. So I think
Yeah.
every student should be doing that.
Well, it's definitely good if you want to use it in industry afterwards.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, but well, I'm a little bit of a certification junkie, so sometimes I just want to know like what's the quickest way to get through it and get
Yeah.
the knowledge.
Yeah, I think there should be a balance somewhere
Mhm.
with that.
Okay. What did you like about the program?
I like how it was very structured. Uh, they went through all of the Azure services in a very thorough way, and they also showed the applications and uses in the real world. Just from what I can remember, like anomaly detection, using to monitor credit card activity, computer vision in image classification, and also like natural language processing in analyzing written documents. Um, it was shown on a very step-by-step basis. So even in the future, if you forget or just want a reminder, you can look back at it uh, whenever you need clarification. And I think it provides a very good basis just for the you learn all the fundamentals, so it gives a good basis for further learning and development if students want to pursue any further Microsoft certifications.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I definitely like that about the AI fundamentals, that it gives you all of these examples about how it looks
Yeah,
in real life. I think I would have trouble. Well, I definitely have had trouble in exams where it's more sort of knowledge that you need to consume, but you can't get the real world example. That
yeah,
makes
yeah,
it, I think.
yeah. It's definitely very helpful.
Okay. Well, what would you say to encourage other students to do this course and do the exam?
Well, I think aside from what you learn in uni, it's always very useful to have other knowledge. So I think it'd be very beneficial for anyone trying to expand their knowledge just into the common industry standard practices in software like Microsoft Azure, which is used by a lot of organizations across the globe, I'm sure. And even if you're not in the data science field and don't plan to be in it, I think it's still very useful to know and understand what technology will impact future business trends and decisions.
Have you done any of the other ones?
So far, not yet, but I definitely plan to look into them soon.
Yeah, I think it's always very hard to recommend which ones students should start with because, Azure Fundamentals is a really good one if they are maybe business or commerce or marketing students because it
Yeah,
gives them an overview. But it is, there is a link to the technical side as well. So, really, for technical students, that's also great. But for
yeah,
me, this has always been the one that I recommend people to start with because I think it's the most fun. Did you have
yeah,
a lot of
definitely. Yeah, it was very interesting to learn.
fun? Cool. Well, that's perfect. Well, thank you for joining me today, Ben.
Yeah,
Really great video. And yeah, I think I'd be interested to come back to you to hear how you go as you jumpstart your career well, you said you finish at the end of this year.
end of
Your
this
degree?
year. That's right.
Okay. Well, perhaps we'll speak to you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye, Ben.